It's early morning. December 1st, 1987. The fog rolls thick over the haunting, rugged expanse of Ilkley Moor in West Yorkshire, England. A man walks alone across the barren heather, camera in hand. He thinks he's just taking a shortcut to visit his father-in-law. But what happens next will turn him into the center of one of Britain's most puzzling UFO mysteries. A mysterious figure. A snapped photo. 2 hours of missing time. This is the Ilkley Moor UFO encounter, and it might just be one of the most compelling alien abduction stories you've never heard. What really happened that day? Was it a hoax, a hallucination, or a genuine close encounter of the third kind? Buckle up, and let's explore the bizarre, bewildering, and still unexplained case of the Ilkley Moor alien encounter. Before we dive into the encounter itself, let's paint the picture. Ilkley Moor, a sprawling, windswept expanse in West Yorkshire, is steeped in mystery, history, and legend. It's the kind of place that feels ancient, wild, and alive with whispers of the past. Known for ancient stone circles and Bronze-Age carvings, locals have reported strange lights in the sky, eerie noises, and ghostly figures for centuries. The famous folk song On Ilkley Moor Badat, translated, On Ilkley Moor Without a Hat, adds to its cultural mystique. Could this moor, with its long association with the supernatural, be a hotspot for something otherworldly? That's what our witness was about to find out. The man at the center of this strange tale is known only by the pseudonym Philip Spencer. Why the fake name? Simple. He didn't want to be the next tabloid sensation. And honestly, can you blame him? Former police officer, considered credible, level-headed, and trained in observation. Moved to the Ilkley area recently. The moor was unfamiliar territory to him. He was headed across the moor to catch a bus to visit his father-in-law. Here's the interesting part. He brought a camera that morning. Not because he expected to capture something strange, but to take scenic photos of the moor. Now, let me ask you, if you were going to fake an alien encounter, would you really pick a misty, isolated moor with no clear path, and snap a single blurry photo? It doesn't quite scream attention seeker, does it? According to Spencer, as he made his way through the moor, he saw a small, humanoid figure, about 4 feet tall, greenish in color, and definitely not human, standing on the path ahead. Dramatic music swells slightly. The figure noticed him, turned, and began running up the hillside. Spencer quickly snapped a photo before it disappeared over a ridge. Moments later, he spotted a metallic craft in the sky, silently hovering, before it shot away at tremendous speed. And here's where it gets really weird. When Spencer looked at his compass, it was pointing the wrong direction. Completely off. Like something had interfered with it. And, even more disturbing, when he checked the time, 2 whole hours had somehow vanished. Lost time. A broken compass. A green figure. A metallic craft. Any one of those things on its own might be dismissed. But together? That's a whole other story. So let's talk about the photo, because yes, there really is a photograph. The image shows a blurry humanoid figure mid-stride. Critics say it's too unclear. Could be a person in a costume, or a misidentified object. But the photo was analyzed by Kodak and independent photography experts, and they found no signs of tampering. Sure, it's grainy. This was 1987. No smartphones. No Photoshop. Just a basic film camera. What we do know is the photo is real, in the sense that it wasn't edited. Could it be someone playing a prank? A hiker in strange gear? Possibly. But then how do you explain the missing time and compass anomaly? You've seen the photo. What's your gut reaction? Let me know in the comments. Philip Spencer was troubled by what happened, especially those 2 missing hours. So he agreed to undergo regressive hypnosis to recover the lost memories. And what came out? Buckle up. Under hypnosis, Spencer described being taken aboard a craft by the same beings. He said they communicated telepathically. Inside the craft, white, sterile rooms, with screens showing images of nuclear war, natural disasters, and planetary devastation. The beings showed him what looked like warnings, almost like they were trying to say, "Look what you're doing to your world." This theme of environmental concern pops up a lot in alien abduction lore. Why? Are they concerned about our survival? Or are we just messing up a planet they want to use? Spencer remembered being told that he wouldn't recall anything, and then being dropped back off where he was found. But of course, something did stick. Now here's where it gets spooky. The Ilkley Moor case isn't isolated. Similar encounters: Travis Walton, 1975, in Arizona; Betty and Barney Hill, 1961, in New Hampshire. Missing time, telepathic communication, environmental warnings, all recurring motifs. Even the Rendlesham Forest incident, another British UFO encounter from 1980, features military personnel, strange lights, and messages encoded in binary supposedly warning about Earth's fate. Are these isolated psychological phenomena? Or are we witnessing fragments of a larger message scattered across the globe? Let's play devil's advocate. Some psychologists suggest sleep paralysis, false memories, or suggestibility under hypnosis. Others think Spencer may have encountered a prankster, or misinterpreted foggy visuals in a stressed state. Skeptics point out that blurry photos are classic red flags microphone. But here's a question: why would a trained observer, a former cop, fake a story that could ruin his reputation when he never even saw publicity? Let's entertain the possibility that Philip Spencer was telling the truth. What does that say about our place in the universe? Are aliens observing us? Monitoring our progress? Testing our reactions? Or, darker still, are these abductions part of an ongoing intervention program we can't even begin to comprehend? Imagine this. What if that photo, that blurry shape, is the closest humanity has come to actual photographic evidence of intelligent alien life? Chills, right? Over 35 years later, the Ilkley Moor encounter remains unsolved. No confession. No clearer photo. Just a compelling witness, a puzzling image, and questions that won't go away. Was it a hoax? A hallucination? Or a genuine contact with something not of this earth? The truth might be out there. Or it might be buried in the mists of Ilkley Moor, waiting for the next unsuspecting traveler. What do you think happened? Have you ever experienced something unexplained, lights in the sky, missing time, or something you couldn't rationalize? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more strange stories from the edge of reality. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies. You never know what might be watching back.